Welcome to my trainer analysis of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Trailer 2, or technically more speaking, the E3 trailer. This is the 9-minute red banded version, so this isn't a 10-minute trailer with about 2-3 minutes of extra footage, so let's get on to it.
Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge.
So we start the trailer with lots of torture. Be mindful, this is disturbing imagery, and if you're not into this type of stuff, you might want to stop looking. But let's get on with it. Okay, let's pause that for a second. That is the character of Quiet, I believe, the sniper that is later revealed. As we can see from our stalkings, they're starting to melt off June from the torture and getting electrocuted, so that explains that. And if we pause right here, that is Ocelot walking there, so he's torturing her. Why? We don't know. Chances are this character starts off as a villain before being recruited by Big Boss and becoming one of his allies, but maybe there's more to it than that. Children in Somalia, possibly, maybe Africa. Okay, maybe one of these kids is driven. That'd be funny. Okay.
Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg.
The Phantom Pain title obviously refers to the loss of limbs and how one still feels the missing limb still being there. So it seems that both Kaz and Big Boss will be suffering for that kind of, condition. Very heavy on the torture here. Very brutal. Kojima said this will be a darker storyline, so it looks like he's very serious about that. That appears to be Kaz, maybe, or okay, gory, 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 gory. Let's pause there for a minute. Let's keep on going. Pause there. It's hard to. Okay, that character right there is Paz. If everyone remembers from Peace Walker, she, after her battle with Big Boss, she ended up plunging into the sea. The Ground Zeroes, gameplay trailer, whatever, revealed that they found her in the sea and they fished her out. And that was like 10 days ago. So Ground Zeroes takes place 10 days after Peace Walker. Big Boss goes in to rescue her along with Chico, who was captured, and we can see from the footage here that Chico's also here. He's one of the people struggling to get the whatever it is out of there. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause it here for a second. So yeah, Chico, and later on in the trailer we see Big Boss choking him to death, supposedly, but that's not the case because he's here in the helicopter along with him, along with Paz, and he seems to be alive. So chances are Big Boss does not kill him, and chances are Paz dies here. We don't know, maybe, maybe not. But what's interesting is the package that they took out of a bomb, maybe. It's interesting to know again where this takes place. Does this take place right after Big Boss rescues Chico and Paz, or does this take place after Mother Base is being destroyed? Because if this is a bomb and it explodes now, it doesn't really make much sense now in terms of the continuity. There's a lot of cutting and editing going on here, so the continuity and how and what happens is a bit nifty. Let's continue on. Paz seems to go into shock, and it's got a peace sign, so yeah, definitely Paz there. We got Huey, Otacon's father from Peace Walker, getting tortured as well, or interrogated by none other than Ocelot as well. Interesting to know why he's doing that. He's meant to be one of Big Boss's allies, so why? And then we come to the big reveal here. That's Scars, ladies and gentlemen. If you pay very close attention, you'll notice he's missing an arm, not the right one, I believe. Or is that the right arm? Yeah, the right arm, I think. Yeah, because looks like he's taken up a more villainous role this time around. And now we go on to the actual E3 trailer that was shown at the conference.
It's not just them.
The whole world wants Big Boss dead. Interesting to note that. Honestly, the detail in this is amazing. The clothing, the creases. My god, this is awesome. Look at that. It's pretty wicked.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield.
Afghanistan as well. Would be interesting to know what other countries they go to. So we know they're gonna go to Africa. So Afghanistan, Africa. I wonder what other places maybe. Nice ponytail by Big Boss.
Plan your next move. How and where you make it, that's up to you. Now go. Let the legend come back to life.
And here we start with the gameplay and what it's got in store for us. Open world indeed. That's going to be fun as hell. No new stealth tactics to get past. Sandstorms. Properly rain maybe included. Snow maybe. Various modes of transport. The entire movement and everything looks just redefined. It looks, you know, this is what I like about the Metal Gear Solid games. They keep pushing the boundaries. They keep going, you know, instead of going backwards, they keep pushing it forward, going into new directions. And this is one of the things I love about this series, is that it's got a lot of variety to it. It's not the same thing all the time. So, yeah. Kojima's himself already said that you can play this game any way you want, day, night, finding your own way to sneak in, finding your own way to infiltrate. So you can basically play this any way you want. But does this mean that this game's going to have more gameplay to it, or is there going to be a lot of cutscenes included? Because for a game like this, it seems they would have to sacrifice a lot of the story aspects in order to give us more of this kind of gameplay. Because this looks great. I wouldn't want to play this and finding out it's all just very short. I want it to be long. we got Kiefen Schnetterland, whatever, from 24, doing the voice and facial capture and motion capture of Big Boss for this game. Goodbye, David Hayter, sadly. As you can notice here, Kaz is missing in his arm, maybe an eye, but yeah. The visionary robbed of his future. We all know why that is. Yeah, we can pause here. Quiet. Interesting note here, her eyes, the black around her eyes disappearing. What does that mean? Probably a high focus kind of thing, maybe. Maybe it's nanomachines, maybe it's a supernatural thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably a supernatural kind of thing. No, what's interesting though now here is that it's a sniper. She's a sniper, and this is in the Middle East. Again, this is 1984. A lot of people are going around maybe presuming this is Sniper Wolf. No, this is not Sniper Wolf. Again, 1984. Sniper Wolf was born in 1980. That she would be 4 years old now. Maybe this is a mother. Maybe this is a character she's associated with. We don't know. We'll see. But again, my theory is that we're gonna be seeing, the Fox Sound characters getting together in this one. But yeah, let's continue on. And then next up we got Eli. Let's pause that for a minute. Eli. Now this one is very, very interesting. Just pay attention to all of this. Pay attention. His vest is open. He's got that kind of attitude, posture, and everything to him. My theory is that this is Liquid Snake. This is a young Liquid Snake. He'd be about 12 or 13 here. Now the chances of that are very, very low, but again, there's a lot of clues right here that kind of give it away that this is Liquid. First up, the necklace he's wearing looks like jackal teeth to me, if everyone remembers that little quote from MGS1. In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. This is the Middle East. He's wearing, he's got the necklaces there. A youth who curses his fate. Liquid grew up, having been told by Big Boss he was the inferior clone. It's kind of pissed him off, drove him over the edge, trying to change his fate. What's more interesting, on his lap, if you pay very close attention to his lap, you'll notice something that looks like a snake on there. So that's another big clue there. I'm just guessing here, but I'm pretty certain that this is Liquid, because if that is definitely Mantis and we have Ocelot and this is Liquid, then again my theories about this bringing the Fox Sound characters into this game are very high, and Kojima himself has said that he wants Metal Gear Solid 5 to have that Metal Gear Solid 1 feeling to it. So let's continue on then. Skullface. Let's pause there. A ghost without a past. Skullface. I don't know what to think about this. Kojima himself has already said that this character is meant to be a 100-year-old man, and the whole Skullface look is the result of aging and nothing to do with any fire or burn marks and all that. So again, my theory is that this guy is a member of the Philosophers, or someone related to that organization. Don't know. Probably the main villain. Not sure. We'll continue on. We have Emmerich. He's got robotic legs now. Seems to be walking. We have Ocelot. That confirms that this was Ocelot. Yeah. And this guy, Code Talker, a wise man denied his homeland. Honestly, the names, my god, the names. You couldn't get any more worse with those kind of names. But no idea who this is, no idea what role he'll play. He's got kind of a Native American look to him. Looks like a shaman, more like. Again, maybe further hinting at the supernatural kind of elements that are meant to be in this game. If he's a shaman, or that kind of properly hints at Vulcan Raven, maybe, because he was a shaman as well. I don't know. Well, I'm just, again, this is me picking at straws now, so I'm not certain about this. But again, we'll have to see what their game's going to reveal once it gets to its release. Continue on. Looks like we got Cyborgs. Psycho Mantis again. Morgan. It's kind of got a Rambo 3 atmosphere here. Rambo going in to save the Colonel. Let's pause here. That's Chico from Peace Walker. Ground Zeroes shows that Big Boss goes in to rescue him and Paz. He got himself captured and probably ends up giving Mother Base his location or whatever away, and it's probably responsible for why shit goes down. Don't know. A lot of people are saying that Big Boss is choking him to death. Again, the beginning of the trailer shows him on the helicopter trying to remove the parcel from Paz's stomach, so I don't believe Big Boss kills him here. Maybe there's something more going on. maybe, I don't know, he swallowed a pill and he's trying to commit suicide. I don't know. Well, again, we'll have to see. We'll have to play. We'll have to play ourselves and see what happens. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna die here. At least not yet. And of course, before I skip ahead, I've got another theory regarding Ishmael. If that was indeed a bomb that goes off on the helicopter, and results in Pars's death and the thing crashing and Big Boss going into a coma. Remember the original trailer with them, with them in the hospital and Master Miller going, "Who is that?" Or "What about him?" Chances are that this was Chico and the third person in the bed, and once 9 years later, he's probably grown up, bandages across his face, maybe from the explosion on the helicopter. So maybe Ishmael is an older Chico who's looked after Big Boss after all the crap he pulled when he was young. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's just a theory at the moment I got at the moment. My other theory is that Ishmael is a fragment of Big Boss's imagination because he sounds exactly like Keith, and it's the same voice actor. So maybe there's a kind of Prince of Persia, Two Thrones duality thing going on here with Ishmael and Big Boss. Don't know yet. We're gonna have to wait and see. But again, my theory is there's gonna be a lot of supernatural elements to this. So let's continue on. That's definitely Kaz there when wearing the Beretta. Sins of the Father. Blood Diamonds. This is probably Africa. Men become demons. As I said before, the horn represents, in Japanese culture, it represents demons. So, again, that clarifies that. Miller's missing an arm and a leg. Poor bastard.
Cypher sent us to hell. We're going even deeper. Take back everything we've lost. Cause already a demon. You mentioned something else. Cypher is pursuing new research. He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Cypher is 0, so let's pause that. Cypher, like I said, Cypher is, anyone who's played Peace Walker again and gotten all the tapes, all the secret tapes, you all know that Cypher is 0. So 0 is the villain. And they're in Africa, and we know that Big Boss ended up making, Out of Heaven in Africa, or that was Zanzibar land. I'm a bit rusty on that. So yeah, and of course Big Boss is piloting a little miniature bipedal. Yeah, interesting. We'll see how that all works out. And it says that it's going to be out for, what does it say? Yes, it says that the game's coming out for PS4 and PS3, Xbox, and 360. So now we got it for 4 consoles. I still hope it's coming out for PS3 because at the moment there is no time to get in a new console. But well, again, we'll have to wait for Kojima to clarify that. And I think that's it. That's the end of the trailer then. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, looking forward to maybe hearing, looking forward to doing another trailer for this if it comes out. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your patience, and yeah, take care. Cheerio.